Welcome back. My name is Lydia Velasquez, your host and creator, and this is Paranormal Activity for normal people. I'd like to give you a little bit of an insight of Reiki and where it came from and how it got here. Reiki was developed in Japan in 1922 by a doctor named Mikao Usi. It was brought to the West in 1937 by a master practitioner, Hayao Takada. Reiki has been in existence since the beginning of time. Some people say Jesus is also a Reiki teacher. Although I haven't found anything in writing to specify that fact, I do know that he did use his hands to heal people through energy. Reiki has been in the United States for almost a decade, with millions of adults and children as well using Reiki techniques for healing. One or more times. The word Reiki is composed of two words in the Japanese language. Rei, which means universal or spiritual wisdom of God, and Kei, which means life force energy. So the word Reiki means universal or spiritual wisdom of God's life force energy. Reiki is a form of alternate healing. Reiki, a Japanese technique that is energy channeling through the practitioner energy into the body of the client. The practitioner, which in this case is Connie from Simply Grace Healing Center in Vineland, New Jersey, is more like a conductor that puts her energy in through your body by placing her hands above or on your body parts. At no time are you undressed. You're always dressed at every moment. If you want to find out anything about Connie and Simply Grace Healing Center, you go to the descriptions on the bottom and you will find out all the information. And please do take advantage of it. It's the best experience you're ever going to be able to have. Let me tell you, my experience was beyond amazing. I don't know if it's because I am spiritual or because I've never experienced anything of this sort, but I had 3 sessions, and each session was unique within itself. Each session got me even better or took me to another level. It's very hard to explain. I guess you have to be there. But maybe it's because I am a chosen one that I experienced the most different and unique session I could ever experience, which each one being amazing. Just amazing. My first session, and let me explain something to you. You got to excuse me, I have allergies. My first session, I at no time told Connie anything about my past love, my relationship with my husband at the time, anything of my past experiences. So she went in there totally not knowing anything about me whatsoever. And I was so excited that I literally just like was relaxed from the minute that I got into that room. When I got into the room, I closed my eyes. She set me on top of the table, and I was so relaxed that I can't even explain it to you. It's just amazing. The minute that I closed my eyes and she started praying over me, I could feel her energy going through my body. It was like a tingling sensation. Directly after that, I could feel her from one side of my body to going down to the bottom of my feet. Now, I'm not going to lie. I tried to open my eyes. And believe me, I tried. I could not open my eyes. I noticed that these allergies are so bad, and I took a pill. I noticed that when she went to the bottom of the bed and she touched my feet, I felt like this relief. It's like they took the weight off of my shoulders. But let me tell you this. The minute that she left my feet and she came to the right-hand side of me and stood next to me, I felt her when she left. And I felt her when she came and she touched my arm. And she placed her hands above me. But there was still somebody holding my feet. Don't ask me who or what or how, but I felt it. I tried once again to open my eyes, and I couldn't. I couldn't open my eyes. I don't know if they didn't allow me to open my eyes or if I was just so stressed out and trying to figure out who was holding my feet, and if it wasn't with Connie, who it was, that I just couldn't get relaxed enough to open my eyes. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. But I could not open my eyes. Once the session was over and I opened my eyes, I felt relieved. There was this knot that I had in the middle of my stomach for days, months. It was such a bad knot that I literally would get attacks and it would harden. I couldn't breathe. I would pass out. I felt like I was going to die. It was really bad. Once this woman and I discussed what had gone on, and let me tell you, whatever she tells you or she writes down in your files is confidential. It never leaves that office. It never leaves that center. Unless you ask for it, you will not even get it. I asked for it for this podcast because I needed to refresh myself in order to let you know what was going on. The minute that she started discussing what had gone on, me and her both were crying. She informed me that the minute I closed my eyes and we started the prayer session, that the room filled up with massive spirits. There was so many spirits that it looked like an auditorium. It looked like how she put it, a stadium full of spirits, that she couldn't tell where the one spirit began to the second spirit to the end of any spirits. They were so packed. She then informed me that she knew that I had lost loved ones, friends, relatives from a very young age. I never told her that. Let me tell you something. That woman then started to tell me that a young man, a spirit of a young man, came in and he went to the edge of the bed and he stood there and he did not allow anyone to disturb me. She said that she could look into his heart and she could see that he had half of a heart and that he was heartbroken, and that half of his heart loved me so much. And then she could see that the other half of my heart was broken as well. And that we both loved each other so much that if we were to unite the both hearts, it would be our love. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to get emotional. I knew then what or who that person was. See, I never discussed her or told her about this man. Many years ago, I lost my fiance in a car accident. He was young, and that totally destroyed me. I went on for years not being able to deal with it. I stayed celibate and alone for many years. And I, till this day, have not been able to heal my heart. It's a loss you can't describe. It's a loss that you can't get over. And even though he's been gone for 30 some odd years, I still feel him. I still know that he's around and he takes care of me. He looks out for me as he did in that room. She then told me that he was very disappointed in me because he didn't understand how I would allow someone to keep hurting me. That door was closed. And it just opened up again. Excuse me for a second. I'm back. You've got to excuse me. That's how we left that room, in tears, her as well as myself. She then told me that he was very upset or very disappointed in me because I allowed someone to hurt me. How I could continue to allow myself to be manipulated and disrespected in many ways. Excuse me for a second. I knew what she meant. And once again, I had not told her anything about what I was going through. It seems like whatever I was emotionally going through in my life, in my marriage, in my situation with friends, in my situation with trying to put this podcast together, it seems like it took a toll on me and my health. And the knot I was feeling in my stomach, the headaches I was having, the sleepless nights was a part of everything that I was experiencing in my life. She then told me that he believed in me and that he would help me to get over the pain and the hurt. Well, to say the least, she did tell me that I needed to get my ducks in order, cross my T's and dot my I's. I knew what she meant. See, we as human beings hope and wish that sometimes we could take our life and mold it into a perfect little creation. We sometimes wish that we could make things better, that we could make a person better, that we could help someone heal. But unless we heal ourselves, we can't do it. We can't help anybody else. What's that saying? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And that's so. That is very true. I knew I had disappointed the only man
that ever loved me in my life. I had to make that right so that I could feel whole again. See, I knew I was dishonoring him and his memory by not doing right by myself, by not giving myself love and self-love and self-worth. They're so important. To say the least, we walked out of that room in tears like I am now. And I'm telling you everything that went down and how I decided that when I got home, I was going to put my ducks in order. I was going to cross my T's and dot my I's. I was going to get my life back in track. It's been a year since my last session with Connie. I no longer have pain in my stomach. I no longer have sleepless nights. I no longer worry and try to figure out how to do this podcast because, as you see, I'm accomplishing it. I no longer worry about how I'm going to succeed or how I'm going to take care of somebody else's issues. They're not my concern. I've ended my marriage since then. I've started my new life and my new journey. And as you can see, I'm better off. So to Connie, my deepest thanks. To the universe and to the divine, thank you for opening up all my doors and letting me succeed. Because without God, without the people that He puts here on earth to help you cross the paths that you need to cross, to make the decisions that you need to make, there is no tomorrow. My friends, I do this podcast to bring you reality and to bring you the truth of the existence of the supernatural in our world. For those of you who do not believe this. There is a God. We do connect to the universe. There are angels here on earth, and they are people that are spiritual as myself. There's 144,000 chosen ones, and you all know who you are. And I'm grateful and honored to be one of them. I do this podcast because I want to bring you all the truth and the reality of our spiritual realm and what exists in this realm. I bring you the people that I touch, the people that I find out there that are spiritual, so that you can know of ways to heal yourself. I thank you, Connie, from the bottom of my heart. You've given me a new outlook. You've given me a new meaning of my life. You helped me so much. And for that, I'm grateful, my sister. So please, look on the description box. Get the information you need about Connie and her center. She does teach Reiki healing, and I'm going to take a class. She does do other spiritual things like drum healing and other different spiritual classes. Her number's there. Please do call her. Please do make an appointment. And the experience will be unforgettable. For now, look at the videos that we created. I had 3 sessions. I put 2 sessions on. And know that The experience you will have in Connie's Center is beyond amazing. Do not overlook it. Please, by all means, take the advantage of going there. If you feel any kind of pain in your body, if you can't sleep, if you're going through some kind of blockage or emotional blockage, trust me, believe me, the experience you will experience at Connie's Center is beyond amazing. She helped me a great deal. I opened up a lot of doors. I walked through a lot of passageways, and I've gotten to where I've created a new world for me. My friends, watch the video. And until next time, may peace be with you. And may God bless you. And may the divine keep you safe. Goodbye. Until next time.